The Big Show with Night and Day. Anytime is a good time for a thick shake from Night and Day.
Welcome.
This is big.
To the Hauraki Big Show.
Really big.
With Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Oh, g'day, you mad bastards. Great to have your company this glorious Monday afternoon. It is the 3rd of February 2025, and you, my friends, are listening to The Big Show. Brought to you by Night.
It's pretty flat over his first two over here.
I think Mike ruined it.
No,
Yeah.
it was already gone to the pack by the time I got involved.
All right, Pugs, get out.
Sorry, I also feel like, hang on, I feel like we
Mm.
also need to say, brought to you by Night and Day. Because we just went night, and then just bailed out of it.
That's true. Brought
Yeah.
to you by Night and Day.
Yeah.
I just want
Thanks,
everyone
Pugs.
out there to know that this show is brought to you by Night and Day.
Night.
Great stuff. G'day, Mo, you
Day.
stallion and your tidy whitey. How's life?
Going pretty grouse, you mad dog, you sick son of a bee. Another hot one up here, brother.
It is.
She's steaming, brother. 27 degrees.
Right on,
Yeah.
brother.
You're sweating out of every orifice today.
Okay. No, that's good. Keyzie.
Here he is.
Oh, I tell you what.
No,
Winter Nats.
He's got his maroon T-shirt on with a big flaming hot rod on it. He's got what I call the weekend here, which is kind of buffy. He's it's like, I don't care right now, I'll come right by Wednesday.
Yeah.
How are you, Keyzie?
to be honest, I don't care right now.
Yeah.
They'll come right by Wednesday, though,
That's true.
fellas. It's going to be good. No, I'm feeling great, actually.
Yeah?
Big weekend. And to be honest, pulled up better than I thought I would. So one ripper of a week coming right up.
Ripping ass or just ripping?
Ripping ass, ripping all sorts of stuff, to
Yeah.
be fair, Jase. You look great, man. You've got your boat shirt on.
Yeah, thanks, man. It's a very cool shirt.
Yeah.
Very light fabric, fellas.
Yeah.
And it's breathable too. So
Actually-
I tell you what I have got on,
Is that polyester?
which I'm stoked about. My wife bought me some new undies. And they are flash as. My crotch area is all it's got breathable kind of material on it. I've
that's
never
right.
had that before.
Jace was showing them to me off air, and they got little pictures of Frosty Boy on there.
Really?
Yeah, they're so cool, man. I'll show you and when we listen to some tunes next. Hey, but anyway, Maggot Monday.
Oh.
Text us 3483 if you've got a Maggot Monday.
Way to bring that back from 2024.
Message. In the meantime, here's Heart.
Guys, it's a tune.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
And Melon there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show. Bit slow off the dial there, Keyzie.
Yeah, man, it's all good, though.
It's okay. It's Monday afternoon, mate. These things happen.
Yeah.
Don't blame yourself, Keyzie.
Okay.
And by the way, actually, I hope everyone out there that's listening to the show first, thanks for listening to the show.
reckon.
And feel free to contact us whenever you want. I hope you had a great weekend as well. Now, fellas, I had a bit of time to think about the show over the weekend and where we're headed and what we're doing in the show. And I've got a bit of a proposition for you, if I may put it forward.
So this isn't a bone to pick,
No, it's not a bone.
and
to
it
pick.
hasn't been bugging you?
No, it hasn't been bugging me.
Okay.
Neither of those two. Incidentally, I have been thinking about them. I think we should bone them.
Bone them or bin them?
Bone them and bin them.
What the hell is bone them, man?
Have you never heard of the term bone?
Oh, I've heard it, but not in this context.
Listen to the 12th man. He uses it all the time. Now,
All right.
I just feel sometimes, and I mean, I'm open to the discussion here,
Yeah.
that every now and then we're guilty of perhaps lapsing into a bit of filth on the show.
For example, saying bone them instead of bin them.
Things like that. And I was reflecting over the weekend about Mogie installing a swear jar in his house because he's effing and jeffing all over the place.
Yeah.
And he's aware of the fact that, you know, he's got a young daughter that, you know, is around the house hearing him effing and jeffing all the
Yeah.
time. And I'm aware of the fact that, you know, there's hundreds of thousands of people that listen to the show. Some people that are driving along in their cars with their kids in the cars, and our tendency to lapse into a bit of filth every now and
Well,
then.
I disagree.
And I feel like, you know, that we need to, you know, maybe take note of that and maybe start to look to change it. So I'm proposing a filth jar for the big show.
What
Yes.
counts as filth?
Well, I mean, it's pretty standard stuff. I mean, the sort of stuff that you usually indulge in, Keyzie.
What do you mean? I don't indulge in it, first of all, because that implies that I get some sort of like sick joy. Out of it.
You know, the monkey porn and all that sort of
Jase,
stuff.
that is...
You know, the love making with another man in spa pools, all that sort of thing. And I'm not saying that's filthy. That's tickety boo.
No, it is filthy to do one of those
I just
things.
think things of a sexual nature that we need to perhaps steer clear from. And every time we veer into that avenue,
right,
or we fall down that hole, we put $2 in the old filth jar.
I think it's a great idea.
Thanks, Mogie.
Yeah.
And so what we need to decide, I guess, is who is the arbitrator of that in terms of who defines what is filth. Pugson?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, hang on. So how's this? Also, we need to know what actually is filth. So, like, for example, you made a joke that you had Frosty Boy undies on.
Yeah.
You know, is that filth?
No. Why would that be filth?
Well, because his catchphrase is often licked, never beaten.
You see, that's filth.
Yeah, exactly. You're the one that made the joke.
It's a catchphrase.
Yeah, it
for
is.
Frosty Boy.
But the context of it is deeply and densely sexual.
Well, how about when you put it into the chat today and you said Jase loves his new undies with a breathable crotch?
No, that's
is that
fine.
filth?
No, that's all right.
Does your downstairs have lungs, by the way? Why does it need to be breathable?
Well, you know, now that I'm slick down there, as they say,
Oh, yeah.
it's really nice. You can feel the breeze in my new undies.
Didn't you say that you had another pair of undies that had longest drink in town written on them? See,
you see, there's $2 right there.
right, is it $2? Is that what we're agreeing?
But this is the thing. By the end of the year, we'll have a fund.
Yeah.
And then we all go out and just, go hard, go to a strip club or something.
You know, it's got to be better than those undies he was wearing on Friday that had good eating on the back.
3483.
There's a classic example right there. You saying you'd eat my ass, Keyzie, the other day.
What are you talking about?
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Queen there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Monday afternoon. The time is 24 minutes past 4 o'clock. I tell you what, Mogie, speaking of the weekend, mate, I'm shagged.
Oh, yeah.
She was a big weekend for you and I, wasn't it?
Sure was, brother. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Pretty poked, to be fair, man. But it feels good to sort of get the Christmas break out of my system, a bit of exercise, brand new, brother.
Were you guys together?
I don't think I've sweated that much in a long, long time, actually.
No, you'd be right. It was a warm day as well, Keyzie. They had the High Rocks was on over the weekend here in Auckland. You heard about that?
What the hell's that?
It's just this cool new thing that cool people do that are into sort of like exercising and that sort of stuff. So,
is it another fitness craze, is it?
Well, it's not a craze as such, is it? It's more a lifestyle.
Totally a lifestyle. I mean, I'm pretty crazy about it, but in a good way.
Yeah, that's right.
It's not one of those ones that like takes over your life and that becomes your whole personality, is it?
No, well, I wouldn't have thought so.
Okay.
I mean, me and Jase have been doing it for 3 years, and
really?
like you didn't even know that we were doing it. So,
And can I just say in that regard, it has changed my life.
oh yeah, for the
You know
better.
what I mean? Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm committed 100% to it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's good fun, Keyzie. I think you'd like it, actually, man.
Really?
Yeah.
But it's fitness.
It's fitness. Yeah. So the trick is, it starts with a 1 kilometre run.
Okay.
And then you've got to do sort of one exercise, and then that repeats.
When
8.
you say, Nick, like star jumps.
Well, for example, one of them is 1,000 metre the ski-oog machine. You would have seen those. So you do 1,000 metres of that.
I don't even know what
Then you
okay.
go for another. Then you go for anher 1K run. All right?
Okay.
You ready? And then when you come back, you're going to do a 50-metre sled push. That was Jase. So me and Jase did the pairs. So we alternated. Jase did the 50-metre sled push, but you just pushed it 100 metres, didn't you, mate? Just with a crack.
I didn't mean to.
What, did you push it there and then push it back?
Yeah. Well, I thought you had to replace it for the next dude.
Oh, right.
And then there's the sled pull, the 80-metre burpee broad jump. You know that one, Keyzie.
Oh, yeah, I do.
1,000-metre row, 200-metre farmer's carry. That was where Jase carried me.
Oh, because you're a farmer.
And 100-metre lunges with sandbag on your back. The thing about that sandbag, I wasn't expecting that to weigh 100 kilos, but it did.
Yeah, she was a heavy bastard.
And then 100 wall balls. Do you know what that is?
Wall balls.
Have you ever done that?
Is that when you sit up against the wall and you bend and you're holding a medicine ball?
$2, Keyzie.
No, that wasn't filth. That definitely wasn't filth. Filth. No, that wasn't filth.
That was filth.
No,
we know it.
What, saying wall
So
balls?
anyway, we competed, Jase, and I think we went pretty well.
Yeah, and
Right. Is it timed or what's the deal?
Because I've told you in the past about my shuttle sprints, Keyzie. You're probably wondering why I did those. Well, there you go. It's for the high rocks.
Yeah, right.
Because you do the 1 kilometre run, and what were we were clocking in some pretty decent times on those, maybe.
I think the run, all of the 8Ks of running, because they time them separately, Keyzie, the run section,
Right.
plus the time it takes you to do the individual events.
Yeah.
And then they sort of bang it together for a total time. So 8Ks, we did those in 35 minutes.
And can I just say, you'd think,
Sorry, total.
you would think that each time as you progress and did the exercises as well, you get slower and slower. Weirdly, we got faster.
Oh, really?
After the exercises, and then we'd go to the run, it would be even quicker than the last one.
Warming into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So second place was an hour, 15 and 8 seconds, and we won it in 50 minutes.
Wow. That's just doing the maths in my head there. That's incredible.
That's great.
I've got to be honest with you. Mogies more into the winning side of it. For me, it's just the enjoyment.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Just testing yourself.
Testing yourself. Thank
Against
you,
some of
Mogie.
the biggest backbones this country's
Oh,
ever
there's some
seen.
fit.
Are they
some
backbones,
Yeah,
though?
massive fit people there.
yeah, right, okay.
That sounded weird, didn't it?
You'd
Massive
be
fit
eyes
people.
to the front and left, right, and centre, Keyzie. Put it that way, brother.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense. Fitness crazes, though. Obviously you guys are big on this one. What's it called?
High
High
rocks.
rocks.
You're big on this one.
My favourite would be wall balls.
Is that filth?
No.
And you were really good at it too.
The Hauraki Big Show podcast.
ACDC there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Monday afternoon. The time is 4:37. We're talking fitness.
We certainly are, Jase. You guys did, what was it called over the weekend?
High rocks.
Yeah, okay, which is a fitness craze. It's a new one that everyone's obsessed with. You've got CrossFit, you've got F45, you've got all these fitness crazes that everyone gets addicted to.
Yeah, totally. Well, speaking of addicted to crazes, I was big into Zumba back in the day too.
Yeah, well, exactly. You know, Zumba.
Yeah.
And more recent stuff. So I was thinking we've got to invent our own fitness craze because people are making millions of dollars off of people wanting to be involved with the latest craze. You know, running clubs are a thing now as well. That's relatively new.
What about, because you often talk about this, Keyzie, what about us starting up some sort of group whereby we all have dinner together and then we go for a walk, for example, to aid our digestion?
Yeah, what would you call that?
What would that be?
Well, I don't want to do that in a group. I like doing that just me and my wife every single night.
Right.
The thing you just
Well, you
described.
got to monetize.
yes.
You got to monetize the thing you love, Keyzie.
Yeah, but no, I don't
So
want
if
to
you
turn...
love something,
that's-
monetize it.
That's not fitness, though. You know, that's just aiding with digestion. That's just being smart.
So we're
Fitness.
thinking like sort of hardcore kind of fitness here.
Same stuff as whatever you guys did over the weekend. You know what I mean?
I will say that there's something in people of a certain type, sort of, what would you say, Jase? There's sort of A-type personalities, backbones,
Yes.
heroes,
Yes.
that love a challenge. So I think the more difficult that you make it, the more attractive it is to a certain type of person.
Absolutely.
See, well, I'm trying to aim for an actual backbones.
Well, because I look at you as an example, Keyzie, of our kind of audience, and you often talk about how you hate the fact that you don't really exercise at all and that you want to get on the whole exercise thing.
Yeah, that's right, but you don't know where to start.
But you don't know where to start.
Yeah.
I'm always banging on about that.
But I think that Mogi makes a fair point, to appeal to those people that like a challenge.
Yes.
Like the Big Show Blowhard.
Yes.
Something like that,
Yeah, by the end of it, you'll be blowing hard.
Yeah, totally.
So that sounds like filth. Can I just do the swear jar thing? Filth. See, I'm going the opposite way. I think we should lean more into the stuff that Hauraki listeners do actually like, which is responsibly getting steam.
Yeah, but they don't need us for that.
No, but we could ham it up and get a craze going. If everyone's doing it while wearing Lycra and stuff, then that just adds to it.
Okay.
So you instead of CrossFit, you call it piss fit.
Oh, yeah.
And instead of doing box jumps, you do 12 box jumps. No, 12 box responsibly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nice.
well, one of the things that you need to do to have a sort of successful fitness regime is to incorporate things you do in your everyday life. So you're sucking back the piss. Maybe in between each can, you lift a crate or two. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you actually want fitness. I mean, I'm not
yeah.
worried about that, to be honest. It's mostly just about having a good time.
So you're just thinking about getting piss fit.
Basically, exactly. And you sign up, it might be $60 a week, you donate,
Yeah.
and you meet up on weekends and have a tournament. You don't do burpees, you do burps. Stuff like that. It's just about you take it and you put a spin on it and make it for actual backbones.
Yeah, the difference is, I guess, with the fitness, you can do that every single day and we can charge people every single day, whereas with getting on it,
Yeah.
You know, like you're still not 100. You're Wednesday, you were saying at the start of the show before you were brand
Jason
new
was saying
again.
that. Yeah. I reckon Tuesday, to be honest.
yeah.
Well, look, this is just my thing, and I'm aiming for a certain slice of the demographic.
Yeah.
You're obviously aiming for a different slice.
But people are keen on all sorts of stuff, and they can be brainwashed into anything. I remember, Jase, when you paid $900 for that chair yoga app.
Sadly true.
So,
And can I just say, the chair yoga app, never once in the exercises they sent me was there any chair involved.
so for those who've just joined us, Jase downloaded a chair yoga app, and you signed up. You gave it your credit card, and was it subscription based?
Yes. But it said $15 a month. It was $75.
Yeah. I like the idea that it had, because they had chair in there, you thought it would mostly involve sitting down.
Yeah, exactly.
Therefore, if anyone out there has any ideas for what should be
Yes.
involved with the Big Show's official new fitness craze, send them through 3483. Get yourself in the draw for a $50 night and day voucher. You can also call us on 0800 Hauraki.
I mean, if it was something like Piss Fit, you'd be like the Hamish Marshall of that sport, Keyzie. Oh, not Hamish Marshall, Hamish Carter.
Damn it.
Damn it, I almost nailed it.
I nearly did, eh?
Yeah, man.
Bugger it.
You're like the James Marshall of nailing jokes.
His collective
Oh, that
soul.
didn't land either.
The Hauraki Big Show podcast.
David Bowie there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Monday afternoon. The time is 5 minutes to 5 o'clock. Now, listen, there's lots going on after 5 o'clock. We got a message from the breakfast show, apparently, fellas.
Oh, yeah.
Real golf competition.
That's right, because we laid down our rules on
Yes.
Friday. They've challenged us to a game of golf, and I believe they have responded, and what I've heard is that they've really gone to town on us.
Yes,
yeah.
they have.
They've got personal, so...
Also, we have 1.5 Mogeys.
Oh, yes.
The kiddies returning to school.
Yeah, which is a segment about Mogeys. Mogie Jr.?
Mogie.
Lil Mogie.
Yeah. We just call him Mogie.
Yeah, right. And the adventures of
The
fatherhood.
Adventures of Mogie.
And I also, at lunchtime today, I had a bit of a dilemma that I want to put to you fellas and see what you would have done in the same scenario.
Oh, yes.
But all that after 5 o'clock.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Welcome back, you massive backbones. Hope your Monday's going along very nicely indeed. You are listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Night and Day. Wow.
I mean,
I went base there, fellas.
yeah, you were
Yeah, that
pretty
was-
base there.
That was
Yeah.
shit hot, man.
Yeah, that was really good.
Wow.
Yeah, you like that?
We've
What did you
solved
think
it.
of that, New Zealand? Text us 3483. Thanks, Pugson.
Send us a talkback as well on iHeartRadio. Give us a call on 0800 Hauraki to tell us what you thought about the 4-part harmony for the night and day line of
I'm
there.
telling you, fellas, we need to start a barbershop.
Quartet.
Quartet.
No,
yeah.
barbershop.
like a-
I want to start cutting hair after that.
Well, actually, we do pretty well. The amount you guys get your hair cut every
Sorry,
2
don't
weeks.
wrote me a Mogies every 2 weeks. I'm once a month.
I'm every 2.5 weeks.
2.5 weeks. Yeah, okay.
Don't rope me in with Keyzie. He only gets his done once a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Come on, man. Don't rope us in together.
Hey, now, listen, there's lots coming up in this hour.
What's going on, Jase?
You
Breakfast
tell
is
us.
thrown down. We've got a bit of a challenge going on with breakfast at the moment. The breakfast show, the golf course, after Minogue Stewart was caught rampantly cheating when he played with Keyzie
Yeah.
and I the other day. Also, the kids are back at school, and we've got a 1.5 Mogeys, with Mogie, I think, talking about his daughter returning to
My
school
daughter
today.
Mogie is going back to school.
Little
Yes.
Mogie.
Yeah,
And
just
also, I had a bit of a dilemma when I was having lunch today, and I want to put it to you
So,
fellas.
just quickly, are you big Mogie?
I'm just Mogie.
Well, then, because it's your daughter, isn't she Mogie Jr.?
She's just Mogie.
But that's really confusing.
But when I talk to her, I'm not going to call her Mogie Jr. because I know she's not me. I don't need to give her a different name.
No, I
she's,
know.
She's Mogie.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
No, it's just... Okay.
And she calls me Dad, so there's not much confusion there.
Oh, Dad Mogie.
True. I've always found it weird, that whole junior thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like Keyzie Jr.
Tune, Green Day.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Talking heads here on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Monday afternoon. The time is 12 minutes past 5 o'clock. Now, we laid out a challenge to the breakfast show, a golfing tourney.
Well, they challenged us.
They challenged us, and we sent them a message basically outlining the rules, Mogie, one of which was you making sure that you follow Minogue from the breakfast show all around the course and accurately record his score.
That's right. And the reason why that came about was because you guys went out and played golf. In the podcast last week, I said who won, and you guys said, well, Minogue did, but, you know, it does. I'm not sure if it counts because he doesn't count all of his strokes.
No.
And I said, well, surely that's how it's defined. How can he say he won, which he did across social media, if he doesn't count it every time he hits the ball?
Or if it goes
and
out
you
of
guys
bounds,
were saying it's because he's a cheating son of a bitch.
Yeah, we did say that.
Absolutely.
So one of the rules we laid out, number one, it's going to be 9 holes. Number two, it's going to be I have to count all of Minogue's
You're keeping
shots.
his score, yeah. That's right. Number 3, we want to be walking, no golf carts. I know Jerry, he's a pretty, he's a well-to-do bloke who only gets around in a golf cart.
Yeah, of course.
So
and he'll have the best shoes, the best gear, all of that sort of jazz.
Exactly. So those were the pretty much the parameters. This was Brecky's response this morning on the Hauraki Breakfast Show.
Okay, a couple of issues. First issue is why are they just counting my score? Surely this is 2-ball Ambrose, if anything.
I mean, how hard is it to count score and Ambrose?
Second issue, the fatigue is going to blow up in their own face because I played with Jase the other day. He cannot get around 18 holes. His shoes are off every second hole for some reason. So I happily accept that. I just watched Jerry walk 9 holes on Friday.
He's got gout, Hoyte. This is part of the problem. His toe, all that uric acid going into his big toe. It's huge, his big toe. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't.
He should be in a cart. He's a muppet. He doesn't want to pay for a cart. That's what he's up to there.
Yep, that's fine. We'll do that.
So they think that the way to beat us, Minogue, is to walk 9 holes.
Okay, sure.
That's going to be challenging.
Because the other part of it is Hoyte can't get around 18. If Keyzie doesn't have his egg sandwiches and his oats in the morning and a muesli bar, then he will drop lip. He's walked off the course before because he didn't quite get his nutrition right. So I happily, it's like one of the most bizarre negotiations I've ever had. It's like, okay, we'll do it, but only if we can shoot ourselves in the foot. It's like, yeah, fine.
Is that it?
Anywhere, anytime. I'll walk out the studio right now and beat them.
Exactly.
Guarantee you.
Hoyte can't walk around 9 holes.
No, so we wholeheartedly accept. Clip that and send
throw
it to
something
them.
back about him having to keep his shoes on.
Well, first and foremost, where the hell did Ambrose come from?
So for people that don't know, Ambrose is like where you're in a pair, and then you both hit a ball, and whichever ball was the best, you then hit your next 2 balls from there.
Yeah.
It's basically like if you're on the Bears or something.
So you're choosing the best of shot.
Exactly, and it's what you do if you suck at golf like Minogue Stewart does.
Right.
He just brings in this whole new rule to suit him.
Yeah, it was... Yeah, I mean, obviously I don't play golf, guys, and I don't understand it, but what it sounded, those guys were really putting the boot into you two.
Oh, absolutely.
They made you sound like a couple of losers, but I did find it weird that he just brought in that Ambrose rule, because then would it not then effectively just be Jeremy against you two?
Pretty much.
Because you would never be taking Minogue's shot, you'd always be taking Jeremy's.
No, that's right, yeah.
So in that case, I wouldn't have to count Minogue's strokes because we wouldn't be making it.
So what he's done there is he's cheating again.
He's cheating again. Oh, and that's the other thing as well, because to be clear, because the first thing Minogue asked was, why are they only counting my strokes? And that's because you're a cheating piece of shit.
Yeah,
that's right.
That was what it was. Because and I'm sorry about that if that wasn't made clear in the audio, because I thought it had been made clear. But Jason and Keyzie were out with Minogue last week, and they said, you came back, and this is what you said in so many words, God damn, he is a cheating son of a bitch.
So I've never seen a man hit the ball into the bush so much. And this is a telltale sign when you say, what did you get there, Minogue? And he goes, I think about... And you go, I think about, okay, you know what you got, but I think it was about, it was 5, I think. It was probably an 8 or a 9. It felt like a 5.
Yeah.
I don't think he hit a fairway the entire time.
Yeah.
So the audacity of the man.
You know what? I'm worried for this new Hauraki Breakfast Show if Minogue's a part of it.
Totally.
You know what I mean? Makes me sick.
And the audacity of Minogue, of all people, suggesting I can't get around the golf course. I mean, he's hardly a specimen of physical fitness, is he?
He's got heaps of gout.
And you guys love smoking darts.
I
eh?
have a few darts, sure. I just had a dart to get me through.
The Hauraki Big Show podcast.
She-Heart there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Monday afternoon. We've discovered some more audio, actually, fellas, of what the breakfast show was talking about, the golf competition coming up between us and the breakfast show.
That's right. So it came about because Minogue was cheating. He's a cheating bastard. So they challenged us to golf. He then did some more cheating, trying to rig the rules in his favour. Apparently this morning they actually put into place their terms for if this game is to happen.
Yeah.
And here are their terms.
So the terms that have been offered to us is that there will be no carts. They seem to think that that's going to somehow hinder our performance. But actually, I played with Jase last week, and it's him that's going to struggle the most with that.
Yeah.
But shoes are to remain on for the entire round.
Keep your shoes on.
A removed shoe shall count as a forfeit.
I don't think there should be any smoking.
Well, now hang on.
What? If Jase doesn't smoke, that will be... I don't think he can handle 9 holes without a ciggy.
Yeah, but I wouldn't mind bumming a dart off him.
Okay, all right. So you can smoke. Egg sandwiches?
Egg sandwiches banned. I reckon if I can get through 18 holes without an egg sandwich, so can Keyzie.
Okay. No egg sandwiches.
No egg sandwiches.
Got to keep your shoes on.
Must keep your shoes on.
Darts are allowed.
I think that's a happy medium.
All right. Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Tomorrow. The challenge has been accepted, and we've come back with some other terms and conditions. And let's do it tomorrow. Let's get this thing over and done with.
And to the big show, we look forward to hearing from you.
I'm actually busy tomorrow.
Yeah, so am I, actually.
same.
Yeah,
I've got a lot going on.
Yeah, so we'll just
Can't
have to flag.
fart ass around like a... Oh, no, I won't say that. I can't fart ass around all day.
Yeah,
you know.
who can just play golf at the drop of the hat
Yeah,
the next
exactly,
day? That's
exactly.
yes. Like we actually do prep for the show. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
God. So they have suggested rules there. I'm not allowed to have egg sandwiches.
Yeah, that's bollocks.
That's bullshit.
And can I just point out, too, that I only took my shoes off, Mogie, at the 15th hole. They're new golf shoes. I'm just breaking them in a bit.
Sure.
Yeah, and they
You know
were
what I mean?
custom made for his gout toe.
Yeah.
So that's not
yeah.
even an issue. That's sweet as.
Totally.
So what we have to do is now record a rebuttal.
Can I just say that it sounds like a negotiation between a group of pensioners?
Sure.
We've got you can't take your shoes off.
You can't have egg
we've got
sandwiches.
gout. There's no egg sandwiches.
Yeah,
There's no
exactly.
smoking rules are being applied.
Yes.
I
Also-
worry about the athleticism of the people involved here. I really do.
And rightly so.
Are you going to let Minogue have one of your darts if he's trying to ban darts? You know
Shit,
what I mean?
no.
Yeah, exactly. All
He
right.
can bum his own darts.
Yeah, go get him, Jase. All right, this is our response, right? So this is going to play on tomorrow morning's show. Here we go.
Big lips, Keyzie. Backbone. My wife. Pugfather. Massive honker. Midnight steamer. Backbone.
Incoming transmission from the Big Show.
Yeah, morning, fellas.
Oh, hey guys.
It's the Big Show here. Lovely to get your
Hey,
message.
you guys are doing great work. Let
Yeah.
me say that.
Hey, love your work.
Loving the
So
new
good.
show.
Yeah.
really,
So
really
good.
good.
Minogue, you just fit in so well, man.
You're
Yeah,
great, man.
You're just...
Not great as
Nuggy
if
in there.
you're not better than anyone else. You're just the same, just as great. Really good stuff.
Totally. Now we've received your rules.
Backbones.
I don't know where you guys get the whole Ambrose thing from. This is very, very clear. We have both scores from both players on both sides.
We add them together.
We add them
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
And the reason we are confident is because, as we say, Mania was a filthy cheat.
Yeah, I do want to clarify that, Minogue. You were asking why they just why there's an interest in only counting your score, and that's because, in the words of the fellas, you're a cheating. What was it? I've got it written down here. Piece of shit.
Oh, I thought it was a son of a bee.
So they
Son
were
of
worried.
a bee.
They were worried about that,
Well,
mate.
Like I mentioned to you, fellas, I'd never heard a person when you ask him what his score was for a hole, he goes, I think it was about.
Hey, guys, I just worry that we're going on a bit too long here. They're going to play this on Brekkie.
Also,
I'm having egg sandwiches. There will be darts, but you're not having any of Hoyte J's,
will be
Minogue.
darts.
And
Yes.
Also, Jerry Shout.
Jerry,
You know what I mean?
absolutely,
Oh, Jerry
totally.
Shout.
It is.
Yeah, absolutely.
And re my shoes, that's totally fine. I didn't take them off until the 15th hole, actually.
Not to get nitpicky or anything.
and
Not
it's-
that you're bothered or anything about that.
I'm not bothered about that. And I mean, old Jerry has the audacity to go on about my gout toe. Have you seen his spinal column?
It's a shambles.
He walks around like he's got a broom shoved up his ass.
Anyway, how does next Thursday work? Cheers.
Hi.
Thanks, mate.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Nirvana there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Monday afternoon. The time 5:37.
Yeah. I've got a bit of a yarn, fellas.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
And about Mogie, my daughter.
Mogie Junior. Is this 1.5 Mogies?
No, it's just, I need you to stop calling her Junior, man, because that's not her name, all right?
Well, it's just really confusing.
Don't call her by the wrong name. That's not the name I've given her. You can't nickname my daughter.
Can I just double check something? Her last name's obviously Minogue.
Yeah.
Is her first name Mogie?
Yes. But my first name is Mike.
Yeah, right. Okay.
But my nickname is Mogie, so it made sense that she would be
Mogie
given that
Minogue.
name.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, well, we've sorted that out.
So is this 1.5 Mogies then?
Well, it's actually in the original pronunciation of Minogue was Minogue.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that is the original, because it's from Ireland, and the original pronunciation is Minogue.
Yeah.
So her name is Mogie Minogue.
Oh, sorry, I'm trying to... The intro for 1.5 Mogies isn't working.
We can do it live.
Really?
Yeah. Ready?
Right.
Sure, man.
5, 6, 7, 8. Men, manly men, manly men, manly men. 1.5 Mogies.
There you go. Now
Really good.
Yeah, sorry. I couldn't remember what my lyrics were there. Were my lyrics even right then?
No, you nailed it.
Oh,
man.
thanks, man.
You just go man.
You're really, really good. Hey, fellas, it's that time of year where the school holidays end.
Yes.
And the kids go back to school.
Woohoo!
Yeehaw. Some kids went back last week and some this week. So my daughter goes back this week. Mogie. Yeah.
And just on that, it is like that, actually. I was talking about this with my wife yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
With my wife.
Yeah.
They're all over the shop
wife.
in terms of when they go back.
Right.
Some don't go back till the end of February.
Yeah, I know.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Some don't even go to school.
Exactly.
They're at work.
As they should be.
But this is an interesting thing. So this is what Mogie has to do this week. So back at school this week. Today, start the day with a teacher's day only.
Oh, wow, okay.
Classic.
So she's got a day off.
Okay.
To start the week, so she's still at home. Tomorrow, she's actually back 2 hours. They've got an orientation day. She goes back to school for 2 hours tomorrow.
Sweet.
Then she comes home.
School's easy.
Yeah. Wednesday, full day.
Oh, nice.
Thank God for that,
Wednesday.
finally.
Thursday, Waitangi Day.
Yes.
Day off?
Day off on Waitangi Day.
Yeah, right.
Friday, day off.
Why?
Why is that?
Can't be bothered.
Hang on.
Well, I mean, to be fair, they'll all be exhausted after a week like that.
But they just had the Thursday off.
And the Monday.
And the Monday.
And most of
and
the
they had
Tuesday.
Two hours on Tuesday. That is knackering,
And
Keyzie.
hang on, but Jase, you've met Mogie Minogue. She's full of beans, you know what I mean? She'd be fine.
Exactly. And
Oh,
that's
it's the
why
teachers that are exhausted.
It's the teachers that we're talking about.
Yeah.
You know, isn't it interesting? So school starts
Today.
for Mogie Minogue today, right?
Yep.
But they're having a teachers only day.
Yeah.
You'd think they'd have a teachers only day the week before school starts.
Honestly, you would.
Do they ever have students only days?
Am I right?
I think they're not far. I think they actually do have student only days.
Imagine that, and then you're just the kids at school, and like
Yep.
Mogie Minogue, for example, might
Yep.
have to get up and take charge and be like, right, this week we're doing this.
I tell you what, though, Mogie Minogue.
No, that's his daughter.
That's his
My
daughter.
daughter.
Sorry, Minogue.
It's just Mogie.
It was always a good day in the Hoyte J house, and I mean, we loved our girls, but you know,
You don't anymore?
oh boy, you know, a whole Christmas break, it was really stretching it out. Sometimes
Right.
it's like 2 months where you have to take responsibility for your own children.
Oh, I know. It's an outrage,
It's
isn't it?
outrageous.
I'll be completely honest with you. I've thoroughly enjoyed my time, but I've only got the one kid.
Yes.
I think more than that, and it would start to be a bit of a pain.
Yeah.
The admin side of things, you know what I mean?
Sure.
But I've had an absolute ball with mine. It's been a joy having her around. And in fact, the only reason I want to go back to school is so that she's got more to do, because I've mostly just been working
Yeah, right.
and leaving the TV on, you know what I mean? But I did think that was interesting. So they're going to do a day and a half in her first week back at school.
Just ease into it. We should do a similar thing here at Hauraki, actually.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, we should just ease in. Your youngest, Jase, tell me her name's not Hoyte Hoyte or something like that.
No.
Hoyte J.
Hoyte Jr.
No, it's Hoyte J. Hoyte.
Hoyte J. Hoyte is your daughter's name.
No, it's Hoyte.
Hoyte.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, nice. Good stuff, fellas.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
The Colt there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Monday afternoon, 5:52. A lot of people texting in on 3483. Are you fellas doing What's for Tea New Zealand with me, Keyzie?
Oh, that's
of
good
course
news.
we are.
That's
Good news.
really great text. Thanks for those guys. We'll be doing that after 6, so get your phone right now and text in to 3483 what you plan on having for dinner. Also include your name and where you're from as well, and you can win yourself a $50 night and day voucher.
Hey, there was a big fight over the weekend there, Mogie, and Adesanya.
Yep.
I watched it, actually.
Israel, the style bender.
The style bender. Your thoughts?
Did you watch it?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
What did you think?
I think he looked good in the first round.
Yes.
But also I think Imavov was just getting his measure. Do you know what I mean? So it's all well and good to say he looked good, but I didn't feel like Imavov was really going hard. And then sort of 30 seconds into the second round, he got punched in the head and then smashed in the face, and then ultimately got stopped. He was on his front and just getting hammered, and they stopped it pretty quick, which was fair enough, and I think Adesanya would agree with that. I get really nervous because I'm a big fan of his, and so I get really nervous before the fight, and then nervous during it because I just don't want what happened to happen, because he's a great fighter.
Yes.
And I hate it when this stuff inevitably happens, and it's, I mean, for all intent, like, who knows, he might come back and be amazing. But for me, I prefer that he, and this is me, I would prefer that he didn't keep going out and getting beaten up, because in my opinion, 3 years ago, the 3 losses he's had in his last 3 fights, he would have smashed all 3 of them 3 years ago. They didn't deserve to be in the same ring as him. And so something has happened.
Just confirming that he lost, right?
He did.
Yes,
Cool.
And that punch to the chin there, whew, they're hard to recover from. Yeah, and I don't know the fight game enough, but I don't know him well enough, but he's lost 3 in a row because he was 20-0 for a while there. Do you think he's just not, his heart maybe is just not in it anymore?
Well, what I understand was he had a really great training camp. His coaches were saying he had a fantastic training camp, but I think once you start getting knocked out, when you never get knocked out, but then it starts to become regular, and keep in mind, he's lost 4 out of his last 5.
Yes.
So he lost to Pereira, then he beat Pereira, then he lost his next 3 after that. So he's lost 4 out of 5. I love him. He's got a great legacy. He can do whatever the hell he wants. My opinion doesn't matter, but I'd hate to see that keep on happening, because you keep on getting knocked out like that.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden you're sort of dribbling, your speech is slowing down, and it's just not worth it, man. He's done incredible things, and I wish him all the best, but yeah, I don't like seeing that.
You know what?
I like seeing him do it to other people. Love it.
Sure,
Love it.
totally,
don't like seeing it happen to him.
Do you know what he should do? Is text in what he's having for dinner tonight to 3483 for What's for Tea.
Well, you don't want him texting in that he's having soup through a straw, and that's my point.
Exactly. What are you having for tea tonight, Keyzie?
You'll have to stay tuned to find out, Jase.
Oh, I don't know if I can be bothered doing that.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike, and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Welcome back, you massive backbones. Hope your Monday's going along nicely indeed. You're listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Night and Day. Oh, no.
Well, you ruined it by the start. You started shockingly, Jase.
Get out, Pugs.
No, it's not Pugs' fault. Stop taking it out on Pugs. You did well, Pugs.
Oh, God.
Good on you. Hey, in the podcast outro today, which is
Just
the warm-up
quickly.
to the radio show. Oh, God, here comes admin boy.
Don't you dare call me admin boy. I do have
What
some
is
admin,
it, Keyzie? Yes.
though. Just a reminder that for the best milkshakes, thick shakes.
Oh, fair.
Yeah.
That's fair,
And
man.
super thick shakes go to Night and Day.
Yeah.
They're delicious.
Have they got any Frosty boys there?
Nah. That's a shame. Hey, what were you saying, Jase?
I was saying the podcast outro, which is the warm up to the radio show. If you love podcasts, you got to check it out.
Oh,
it's,
yeah.
it's a bit loosey goosey.
Oh.
Sometimes it's a bit R18. It's just us sort of what would you say?
Kicking the tyres.
Yeah, just kicking tyres and
shooting the breeze.
Shooting the breeze and all that sort of jazz.
Pulling our pud.
What's the clip today, Keyzie, called?
Jacking it.
Mogie. Today's clip is
Filter.
Today's clip is called Rippin' Ass because it was an ass ripping special.
Oh, Keyzie, that's filth.
No, I can't.
No,
it's
that's
not
It's
filth.
filth, Keyzie.
Filth.
$2. When you let one rip, do you sort of pop up off the ground a little bit?
No, but
That would be quite a sight to see.
but I mutter to myself. You
What
know
do you
what I
say?
mean? Like I rip her ass.
Yeah, so if you want more of that, the ass ripping special, search Hauraki Big Show wherever you get your potties from.
Hey, can I just say that it really was? It really was an ass ripping special.
What? I mean,
There's a lot of chat.
do you guys chat to yourselves after you rip one out?
Yeah, I mean,
I do.
it's not dissimilar to what you were saying that you say.
Jesus.
Yeah.
You too.
3483, what are you having for dinner? That's up next.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Faith no more there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show, but right now it's time for...
Oh, yeah, hey guys, text here from Steve. What's for tea, New Zealand? With me, Keyzie.
So what are you having for tea, Keyzie?
Italian pasta.
Italian pasta. What makes it so Italian,
Yeah, what's
Keyzie?
Italian about it?
What kind of an accent has it got?
It's a me.
Oh, God. Push the buzzer thingy.
No, I
Push
can't.
the racism
No, I
alarm.
can't.
Okay.
Hey, keep those texts coming on 3483. What are you having for dinner?
Oh, yes.
And I'll eventually read it out after Jase asks me another question about what I'm having for dinner.
Well, I want you to define as an Italian pasta.
Well, not a pasta from another country. It's an Italian style of pasta.
Yeah, but what's in it?
I have no idea. I'm not there making it. My wife's making it.
My wife.
No, Av.
My wife.
God,
My wife.
do you guys mind if I just quickly read a couple of texts? Is that all
Sure,
G?
no, go
We're
for
still
it.
doing that.
Well, you wanted me to do this. You literally insisted on doing what's for tea.
Keyzie, it's all good, brother.
Oh,
Could you get on with it?
Hey, g'day, fellas. Sean here.
Shaun of the Dead.
Johnson,
Sean Bean.
Oh,
Yeah.
the actor.
yeah.
Yeah, Jace, the actor.
Lord of the Ringos.
That's right, Lord of the
Yeah.
Ringos. Sean in Pukekohe, getting into some honey smoked Manuka ham for dinner straight out of the home kill pigsty. How good. Just pull a pig in, douse it in honey and eat it, you know?
Yeah.
Is that it? No opinions? Jace just sitting there silently.
Well, it seems weird that it came out of a pigsty.
Yeah.
I don't like the sound of that.
No, it sounds
That's
filthy.
yuck.
Sounds
But
That's
all-
dirty. So
All
that's,
pigs come out of a
yeah,
pigsty.
but he said straight out of the pigsty. But traditionally, you'd take it somewhere else. You'd kill it. You'd hang it somewhere else. You wouldn't
You'd
take
cure
it
it.
straight out of the sty.
You'd clean it.
There's no curing it for that, Keyzie.
He needs to pull himself together, Sean.
Yeah, Sean Bean. Here's a great text from Blair.
Oh my
Signa.
God. Blair Witch Project.
Blair Witch Project, which is a movie, which is weird. G'day, fellas. Blair Witch Project here in Dunedin.
Oh,
Tonight I'm having some venison burgers and a cold brewski. It's a dunner stunner. Sounds lovely.
venison.
Burgers.
Burger.
Yum. Yeah, great.
The fact that he didn't say a venison smashed burger, I'll let him have it.
Well, you wouldn't do smash
give it
burgers
to
with venison. It's not. That doesn't have a fat content. It's quite lean. Jace. G'day, fellas. CJ here.
Oh, what? CJ from Baywatch, the Pamela Anderson character. That's unreal. 'cause
Oh,
I thought
it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
CJ Pamela Anderson character.
G'day, fellas. CJ Pamela
From-
Anderson character here.
From Baywatch. Last name from Baywatch.
From Baywatch.
Say it again.
G'day, fellas. CJ Pamela Anderson character from Baywatch here in beautiful Bay of Plenty.
Oh, how great.
Tonight I've got a good old-fashioned Keyzie meat box on the menu. What even is that? A Keyzie meat box. Hey, just a reminder that the GOAT this year is sponsored by the meatbox.co.nz.
Absolutely.
So
Meat
good.
box.
Do you want one more?
One more.
This is from Barry.
Clark.
Oh, Barry Humphries.
Yeah, Barry.
He's
Barry Clark it is. Beers for dinner after another day backboning my way through transport sales in beautiful Mount Maunganui. That's from Barry.
Barry, you mad dog.
That's backbone stuff, and it's just beers.
Beers for
I'm going to
dinner.
have beers. Fill me up with a few beers.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Audio slave there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show. But right now it's time for What's on the Telly with Mike Minogue.
Fellas, watched something pretty special over the weekend. Casino, have you guys seen that?
Yes.
Haven't seen it, need to.
Not seen it, Keyzie.
I
Good.
hadn't seen Goodfellas until a few months ago.
Keyzie is famous for not
Thanks, Jase.
watching.
Oh.
You're famous,
for
man.
not watching films that everyone in the world has seen.
Well, I'm surprised, Keyzie, that you watched Goodfellas and you never mentioned it here on this part of the show.
Yeah, I did.
Did you?
I watched it in premium economy while my wife was in regular economy on the way to Bali.
Oh, I don't remember. Probably that part of the story took over.
Yeah, it kind of did massively.
Yeah, it's great. Casino is a magnificent film. Sharon Stone should have won the Academy Award for that. Actually, she's very, very good. James Woods is extremely annoying in it. It's about Robert De Niro, who runs a casino in, I would say, the 60s and 70s. Feels about right, with Joe Pesci's in it. Huge cast, great soundtrack. Martin Scorsese directed it. Currently on Netflix. Give it a spin.
Yeah.
Let me say 5 buzzies.
Cool.
Quick question, because it's quite a long film, right?
Yep.
8 hours.
8 hours, wow.
Yeah.
That's like 3 working days. Have you guys seen Napoleon with Joaquin
Dynamite.
Phoenix?
Yes.
Napoleon?
Yes.
Is it good?
No.
Is it shit?
Yes.
Mogi?
I haven't seen it.
Okay.
Because I
like
heard
it.
the reviews. Ridley Scott, who is a director that I love or used to love,
Back in the day,
is
yeah.
at an age where he's churning out 5 movies a year, so he doesn't really.
Was it you that said he was like 90 something?
He is in his 80s. It's Clint Eastwood that's like 93, 94.
Yeah, right. Okay.
And I'm a huge fan of Joaquin Phoenix,
Yeah.
Well, I've been learning a lot about Napoleon. I was like, I should watch the movie.
but I didn't like his performance in it
Right.
at all.
Right.
But I think he's amazing. But
Right.
I didn't like him in that.
Was the story a lot about there's the man, but this is the woman behind him?
Yeah, there was a lot of him being tormented by love.
Yeah.
Which is just.
What was her name again?
Josephine.
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 Jack.
I went old school last night.
I was going to say Jacqueline, by the way.
My wife and I, we were having that classic thing of, I don't know. I couldn't think of any Mogi suggestions.
Yeah.
So we went old school and watched The Empire Strikes Back.
Oh, how
wow.
Star Wars.
Did you?
Stupid.
What was that on? Stupid.
Is that the second one? No, the one with Darth Maul and the double
Yeah,
red?
Empire
yeah.
Strikes Back. No Darth Maul in that
No.
one. It's the old one from the 80s.
From the 80s, way
Way
back.
back.
Easy.
Was it the
on
second one?
Disney.
It goes Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi.
Yes.
Right, A New Hope. Is the first one,
As
right?
start, yeah.
Yeah.
But it made me laugh when you look at the technology. I remember just as a kid being mesmerised by Star Wars.
But at
just
least
thinking,
it was real. They were real. It was miniatures and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah. But
Practical effects.
It's actually very funny to watch
Right.
when you see the planes wobbling
Yeah.
around and
Yeah.
stuff.
How many buzzies?
I'd go half to one buzzy.
Out of 5.
Yes. I'd go half a buzzy. But
People out there are going to be enraged by that. That won't be the last we hear about it.
back in the day, I would have given it 5 buzzies.
What about the
Yeah.
new Star Wars? How many buzzies do you give them?
The new Star Wars? I don't think I've watched them.
No.
Okay. 5 buzzies from me. I watched the whole of Ludwig on TVNZ. Highly recommend.
Oh, did you? Good. It's the end of that chat.
Blondie.
Bit of Blondie, bit of Debbie Harry.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Yes, indeed, the Red Hot Chili Peppers there on the radio. Hauraki Big Show this Monday afternoon. Another song, Breaking the Girl.
Yeah, that song, fellas, last year in the GOAT. Where do you reckon it came?
87th.
Jase?
I reckon 150.
141.
Wow, Jason.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it's a
tune.
terrible song.
you don't
I love
like
it. I like that one.
You love it.
Yep.
I don't really like it. It's probably not even in my top 10 favourite Red Hot Chili Peppers songs.
Wow.
But hey, the voters.
What is your top 10 Chili Peppers
I was going to
songs?
ask, yeah.
Okay, Soul to Squeeze.
No,
I
what
watched-
number's that?
2.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, you're just going to randomly jump all over the place in terms of the numbers,
Number
are you?
7, Can't Stop, Addicted to the Shindig.
Yeah.
Number 5, Californication.
Yeah.
Number 10,
Okay, I'm bored with this
Danny-
now. Can we chat about something
Danny
else?
Californication.
Californication. Yeah, that's the one. Hey, but the GOAT countdown is returning. A couple of weeks left to get your vote, and you can vote by texting the word GOAT to 3483. If you don't know what the GOAT is, it is the search for the greatest song of all time. 1,000 songs, a massive countdown played right here on Radio Hauraki.
I tell you what, fellas, I've been looking at the numbers, read the GOAT. It is going off. People are getting involved, man.
Where have you been looking at them?
Well, I
on
actually,
the computer.
Yeah, and I got a, you probably don't know about this, Jase, but I talked to Prebs. He's got me an app on my phone so I can see the live voting.
Wow.
I get the live data coming straight to my phone.
Mogi, what's the name of the app?
Oh, I can't tell you.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I just feel like we should all have that.
Well, as a, yeah,
It's called the GOAT. It's called the GOAT Countdown.
I don't have the same app. What he does is he faxes me the numbers to my home address.
Yeah, just a sort of a roundup at the end of the day, is
Yes,
it? Good.
yeah. But as I say, people are getting involved. Yes, Keyzie?
He like writes it down on a bit of paper and then mails it to me.
Oh, that sounds like a lie.
Mogi, how dare you? Don't forget, text the word GOAT to 3483. Get your votes in now. It's going to be happening soon, and it's all brought to you by themeatbox.co.nz, delivering delicious, mouth-watering meat to your door nationwide.
Yeah, great stuff. Are you going to get the meat box, Keyzie?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, good stuff. Just be pork mince.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Well, there you go, you massive backbones. That's your Monday show done and dusted. Put that in the bank. Mogi, what are you up to, mate?
I'll probably go home and have a bit of time with my lovely daughter and my lovely wife there as well. Beautiful evenings we've been having lately. Sit out on the deck, have a glass of ice water or something equally dull, and get to bed nice and early because I had a shocker last night.
I've been having them constantly. I don't know what's going on with the sleep there, Mogi. We'll have a sleep chat tomorrow, maybe.
I'd love a sleep chat tomorrow. I've had something arrive in the post today that's going to help me out, hopefully, with my sleep. I don't like the chances. I think it's rubbish. I think they're cashing in on me and my need to sleep better, and I've just bought it like a goddamn idiot. We'll find out tomorrow.
Yeah, great stuff. What are you up to, Keyzie?
Going to go home. My wife's making pasta.
No, wife.
She's making pasta, so we're going to eat that. We'll go for a walk around the block to see. There's actually a house for sale near us that we were like, oh, that's a cool house. So we might go for a walk to there and just have a look at it from the street, you know?
Yeah.
And then that'll help with digestion. And then she'll go to bed at about 9 because she's trying to get her sleep back on track because she's starting work, her new job on Monday.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, she's been staying up late.
You saying off air that you can't wait.
Next
Can't wait
month.
to have her back on the old...
Yeah, because it's annoying when I'm at home all day in the hand of my pants ripping ass and she's
Holy
there.
hecker.
Next Monday, you mean?
Yeah, Monday coming.
Yeah.
Is her first day, so she's going to bed at 9, and then I'll put her to bed, have a small glass of Bailey's.
Yeah, man.
Responsibly, it's my new thing.
Is that to aid your bowels?
No, it's not to aid my bowels. Then I'll play PlayStation.
Yeah, great stuff.
What are you doing, Jason?
Well, look, I think I'll obviously drive home from here, park the car in the old driveway there. I'll...
Will you get out of the car, man?
Eventually. It depends what I'm listening to at the time,
Sure.
Mogi.
Who the hell's Carman?
If it's grabbed my attention,
Right.
I may linger in the car. Then I'll obviously get out and go and say hello to my wife, give her a kiss.
Is the door open or do you have to unlock it?
Generally, the door's open because
Yeah,
my
it's
wife's
warm at the moment.
She's cooking dinner,
Oh, yeah.
and I'll go and give her a cuddle.
You let the overwhelming stench get out.
And
Hey, thanks for listening. We'll see you tomorrow. Check out the Instagram, check out the podcast. Bye.
bye.